Hello, my name is Pickles, and today I am going to Valve Software. So, why am I going to Valve Software, you may ask? Well, after Kurt Johnson's previous video, Pickles Goes to Kingdom Hearts, I promised Gordon Freeman that I would do him a favor and visit Valve Software. So, in order to get to Valve Software, I will jump into my penis car and drive along the countryside all the way to Washington. Whilst driving I will be using the gear shift, as Dilbus like I will notice that the gas tank is running low, despite me having filled it up earlier. So I will stop wasting time and just come like okay, now here comes the cum bag, that was well. I will drive into the nearest gas station, jumping out of my penis-shaped car and grabbing one of the hoses. I will pull out my mastodonic, 300-mile-long cock and stick my dick up the hose and fuck it like and just as I blow my load, one of the gas station workers, a huge fat autistic-looking nerd will come over to me and say, "You sick fuck, what the fuck do you think you're doing?" And I will respond, "I am making gummy gas for my penis-shaped car, that is what I am doing. Wanna see?" Then without further ado, I will come in the hose like bag, that was well. Then, before the worker could say anything else, I will pull my dick out of the hose and grab the guy, flip him around, pull his pants off and shove the hose up his ass, while I make him suck my dick like that's what you get for calling me a sick fuck. Now that your ass is nicely lubricated, it's time to fuck it. I didn't even pull the hose out, I just shoved my dick in right next to it. I opened his pocket and found a Sonic-themed blue dildo. What the fuck? I'll grab the Sonic dildo and shove it down his throat. Not even I would use a Sonic-themed dildo. Even I have my standards. Okay, now here comes the cum bag, that was well. My orgasm will cause all the pumping stations to erupt with gummy gas, flooding the entire place with jizz and killing everyone. Then said gummy gas will flow down the road and I'll be left with a big sad face. Oh fuck, how will I get to Valve Software now? Then I will notice a road-wearing stranger pouring gummy gas into my tank. Before I could say anything, he will say to me, "Here is your gummy gas, so you may continue on your way." Then the stranger will die out of sight, before I could rape him. I'll go looking for him, as I scratch my head with the same hands I just scratched my gonads with, saying, "Ah fuck it, I will just hop into my penis car and drive all the way to Valve Software." When I get to Valve Software, I will without a doubt bump into a ginormous line made out of niggers with their buckets of KFC. Homeless people who are hoping to be cast as a character reference for a few bucks, not realizing that Valve no longer makes video games. Angry and annoyed autistic Half-Life fans, with their Half-Life 3 shirts and Gordon Freeman socks, eating their 6th burrito in the last hour, holding up signs that demand a release date for the Half-Life sequel that will never come, whilst holding their Alex blow-up bells that overflow with jizz from every opening. 1,000 retarded indie game developers who all look like fucking fillfish, with their shitty 2-bit to D games that are completely the same, and look bad even for an NES game, who all think that they will get a job at Valve Software if they get the chance to show their crappy game to Gabe Newell. Autistic Sonic fans with their fedoras, Sonic necklaces, black leather jackets, Sonic shirts and Carl Sagan books, who want Valve to buy Sonic from Sega and make a new Sonic game themselves starring classic Sonic of course. Furfags with their creepy-ass fursuits and inflatable dolph and pool toys dressed in BDSM outfits and wearing adult diapers overflowing with brown shit and green bile. Bile so green that Kurt Johnson's liver explodes out of his abdominal wall and he dies in the spot. Niggers with their buckets of KFC and their welfare checks, who came here to get the latest Grand Theft Auto, being too fucking stupid to realize that it's not Valve that makes GTA old people in their scooters, with their guts that hang down all the way to the tip of their toes. Bronies with their cum-covered My Little Pony toys and their Rainbow Dash plushies with conventionally placed holes at the back, who came here to be best buddies with their brony idol, Gabe Newell. Disgusting feminazis, who are wider than they are tall, who brought with them their picketing signs, protesting against Gabe Newell, declaring him as being a huge misogynist for no real reason, other than being male and being the CEO of Valve. Standing in line, I will wait for what seems like the time until the next Duke Nukem sequel comes out. Oh wait, you thought I was gonna say until the time Half-Life 3 comes out, eh? Well shit, this video isn't that predictable, nor did I wait that fucking long. So after waiting for what seems like the time until the next Duke Nukem sequel comes out, but is actually just 10,000 times the time between Gabe Newell's meals, I will pull out my mastodontic, 300-mile-long cock and begin masturbating to a very horribly twisted fantasy of the alien from Alien Isolation sucking my 300-mile-long cock, which has innards all like blurb 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 blurb. Of course he's sucking it against his own will. Blurb 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 blurb. Not even that indestructible fucker can resist my mastodontic, 300-mile-long cock. Blurb blurb blurb. Okay, time to try your ass out, you 8 feet tall fag. I wonder, does fucking this thing make me a zoophile, or an alienophile? Ah well, who cares? Using your penis-shaped head as dildo sound. Oh god, I am going to blow so hard. However, before I could blow my load, one of the fattest Half-Life fanboys will interrupt my fantasy and scream, "What the fuck are you doing there, beating off? You must join us and picket Valve, so that Gabe Newell will finally release Half-Life 2, Episode 2, the carbon copy sequel to Electric Boogaloo." You are not a true fan of Half-Life if you haven't spent your time mail bombing Valve's email accounts like I did. You are not a true fan like me if you don't want to see what happens to poor Alex after poor Eli died at the end of Episode 2. You are not a true fan if you don't picket and hate in Valve like we all do, while simultaneously using their Steam platform, thus supporting them financially. You are not a true fan if, before he could finish, I will stick my dick down his throat just to make him shut the fuck up. Blurb 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 blurb. Half-Life 2 games got stale after by the first episode. Blurb 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 blurb. Time to try your ass out, you fag. Also, nobody cared about Alex either. She made the episodes 10 times worse because you were forced to bear her cringe-worthy shitty dialogue. I swear Alex was solely made to hook lifeless horny basement dwelling geeks to the series after Valve realized that they ran out of ideas for future installments. Using your Half-Life 1 authentic original discs. Here are my little ponified Gordon Freeman plushies. Here are fedoras and Gordon Freeman blow-up dolls. As dildos like you thugs should realize that there never, ever, will be a Half-Life sequel. Using your fanboy tears as lube. Okay, now time to give you a well-needed shower. Bag, that was well. Then I will stick my 300-mile-long cock up the ass of every male in the line, and rape them like bashing every feminazi in the line with my 300-mile-long cock like bash 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 bash. The only good feminazi is a dead feminazi. Bash 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 bash. Now suck my dick. Now take it up the ass like a slut. Oh god, I'm gonna come. Bag, that was well. Walking over the carpet made of dead, cum-covered bodies with torn orifices, I will walk into the Valve building and the male receptionist will see me and ask, "Hello sir, do you have an appointment?" "Yes I do, here it is." Then I will grab my elephant-sized testicles and slam him across the face with my ballsack. "Here is my appointment." Then I will rip my mastodontic, 300-mile-long cock through his jeans and up his bowels. Your boss is my next objective. A part of me wishes you guys just came out of the closet and admitted that Half-Life will never get a sequel. But then again, Kirk Johnson really loves seeing the last remaining fanboys refuse to admit that Valve will never make a sequel. They are like Sonic fans who still live in the Sega Genesis times. Okay, now, here comes the cumulative bag, that was well. Just as I'm done coming up the receptionist's ass, I will see none other than Gabe Newell himself waddle towards the entrance. Not wanting him to get away, I will quickly rip the cum-covered clothes off the receptionist and hide the corpse just in time, as Gabe Newell, some guy in a cloak, and his armed escort walk in the front entrance. Gabe then will walk up to me, and for a second pause, as he observes me, and says, "For God's sakes, don't jizz over yourself to my little pony in the job. Now go and clean up." Then he and the cloaked guy will walk into the elevator and go up. I will find the cloaked guy very familiar, and as soon as the elevator door closes, I will walk up the stairs to the work environment. Walking into the Valve offices, I will be surprised to see that the entire building is empty. Walking towards Gabe Newell's office, I will hear the horrific screams of pain, and as I open the door, I will see Gabe Newell swallowing his last employee in whole, his legs still sticking out of his throat and kicking around, before he swallows them with one large gulp. Then he will notice me and say, "Well, I guess one more can't hurt my diet plan." Then Gabe Newell will open his gaping mouth, creating an enormous vacuum that will start to suck me in. Using my homosexual, cat-like reflexes, I will escape the enormous winds, as I take cover behind the door. Then the door will come off its hinge and fly into the eternal void of darkness that is Gabe Newell's stomach. I will be pulled off my feet and time will slow down, as I turn towards the eternal void of darkness. I will scream like a Japanese schoolgirl, when he sees that furry fuck clone Noah for the first time in real life, like wah. But then I will remember that I have the antidote to his vacuum. As I get sucked in, I will turn my ass towards Gabe's gaping void, and deliver an enormous, 90-bar overpressure of a wet green fart cloud straight into his face. Gabe Newell will swallow all of my bowel gases, which will cause him to turn green, and for once in life he will feel full. He will then inexplicably, for no fucking reason whatsoever, will suffer an enormous heart attack, because fat people always die of heart attacks. Standing over his dying body, I won't let him go without taking his anal innocence first. Kurt Johnson is actually completely partial to Gabe Newell and Valve. He used to be a Half-Life fan as a kid, but he realizes that the series grew stale. Regardless of it being Valve's fault, the episodes just sucked hard. Valve probably did the series a favor by not making another Alex interactive dating simulator, the FPS, and thus turning the series into the penultimate cringe. Valve would gain little profit now from Half-Life anyway. Only the hardcore, autistic fans remain today. Using the shattered pieces of the fourth wall, here are my little pony dolls, and your Half-Life 5 shirt, as Tilda sound. Now time to fill your eternal bowels up as well. Bag, that lost well. Then, as I pull out, Gabe Newell will suddenly deflate like a balloon, spurting out a few goblets of Group Pickles juice, before all that remains of him is a gigantic rubbery carpet covering the entirety of the flooring at Valve's headquarters. Scratching my head, I will wonder what the fuck just happened. Wading through the eternal sea of the rubbery deflated Gabe Newell balloon, I will go down to the basement, where I will find the remains of what looks like a butchery, with blood-stained botching equipment all over the place, and gigantic puddles of blood all over the room. From one of the doors I will hear some weird satanic chanting, and as I walk inside, I will see the cloaked guy Gabe Newell was with earlier standing in the middle of an upside-down pentagram drawn with goat's blood, as the consumed and digested remains of all the previous Valve employees that Gabe ate prey to him. Then the cloaked figure will start levitating, as the powers of evil infuse within him. Then he will turn to me and say, "Group Pickles, Lord of Day. I see the past, I see the future, like they were happening right now. Had I let fate run its course, you would have not come here, after you just exploded the gas station. I made this situation possible for my own ends, and I will see your sacrifice as the fulfillment of my prophecy, as you become part of my army." Then he will remove the cloak, only to reveal that he is none other than the original Barney security guard from the Half-Life beta. He will levitate towards me, and as he comes closer, his figure will become horribly malformed and distorted, revealing the true evil within him. He will lift me up and start choking my throat, which is pure will, as I scream like a little bitch in prison who just lost his anal cherry, like wah. He'll continue speaking with his evil voice, while the vertexes making up his body cause floating point errors, making him jiggle around like the old models in Quake 2-based games. I am Barnabas, the original sin, the genesis of all evil. When Gabe Newell made the Half-Life beta, it was awful enough that I use my powers to manifest in the video game, and he sold me my soul for a cup of never-ending, spontaneously regenerating ramen, so I may amass an army of losers who wanted to join Valve Software. Then I will stop screaming and smile into his malformed, jiggling face, and say, "You should shut the fuck up and paid attention." I will have snuck my 300-mile-long cock around his ass, and I will shut it up his jiggling, artifacted asshole and rape him like what the fuck that is random using the consumed, foul-smelling Valve employees, the entirety of Valve HQ, and Barnabas's jiggling helmet, as till the sound I will be fucking Barnabas's ass so hard, that his body suffers a texture corruption, causing every color in him to invert. And while I'm fucking Barnabas, I will look up an old friend's house. John Romero will hear a knock in his door, so he will lift up his gigantic, billion-mile-wide geriatric ass from his sofa and walk through the several drunk, unconscious male hookers populating his apartment floor after yesterday's gay old man party. Just as he bent down to see through the eye hole, my mastodontic, 300-mile-long cock, with a screaming and raging Barnabas jiggling on it, will tear the door down, flattening John Romero into a nice beaner pancake. Walking inside, I will find the nearest copy of Nakatana and boot it up, as Barnabas tries to crawl off my dick, while screaming, "Drew Pickles, you will suffer greatly for this insolence." Then I'll respond, "Go shut the fuck up, you're just another retarded villain in a Drew Pickles Goes to video that Kirk Johnson thought would be hilarious, while he was high on blue meth, and nobody will give a shit after this video is over." I'll boot Nakatana up and aim Barnabas in my cock-straighted Romero's old 90s 640 by 480 CRT monitor, as I finish raping him like using the non-existent pieces of the fourth wall as till the sound. Okay, now here comes the cumulative. Bag, that was swell. This will cause the jiggling, corrupted, artifact-ridden mess that is Barnabas to jettison off my dick and straight into Nakatana. Before he disappears, he will scream, "No, I will get you for this, Drew Pickles." Then I will pull the plug in Romero's Intel Celeron 233 MHz PC, and I'll release a deep sigh, knowing that I finally rid the world of the threat that is Barnabas. Then I will just wait for 10 whole minutes, until I realize that I forgot something. I will go back to the Valve HQ building and walk into Gabe Newell's office, where the once both literally and figuratively great Gabe Newell once resided. At the desk will be none other than Mike Harrington, looking nervously at his wristwatch and saying, "Well, it's about damn time." Then he will get up and walk into the bathroom at the back of Gabe Newell's office. I will wait for a few seconds impatiently until the big fat fucking manager, Mike Harrington, who for some reason is now fat as fuck, will through some godforsaken miracle fit through the door of his office door and say, "What the fuck is going on here?" Then I will say, "Oh, nothing, I just turned Valve into swell and saved the world from some evil being called Barnabas who resided in the Half-Life beta." Then he'll say, "Oh, that's cool, that means I can finally get out of here after 10 years of hiding inside Gabe Newell's enormous toilet." Wait, I think I'm supposed to say, "You sick fuck, I am calling the police." Okay, let's just get on with it. Okay, now, here comes the cumulative bag, that was swell. Well, that was cum guzzlingly, Gabe Newell fuckingly, Half-Life fanboy bashingly, as fuckingly, cum fartingly swell. I think I will go do all of that right now. See you all, my sexy faggots.